Happy Thanksgiving. I can't believe it's already been a year. Can you believe this? We've almost been in lockdown for a year. But it's nice that we can have these moments to feel normal and get together and celebrate a holiday. If you're like me, you're probably eating a TV dinner, turkey TV dinner. But we're here. And this is a great time of transition and a time to be really thankful for where we are. So I decided that I would put together this kind of reel of all of these different videos, all of these different shows, just kind of looking back over the year and the time that we spent together. And so this first video is from my Ladies of Legend show. I wrote the show first for the Palm in Puerto Vallarta, and then I brought it home to San Miguel. And this was a show that I got to do with Ken Bichelle and Aaron Romo and Rick Slosser on drums. And I hope you enjoy this clip.
People always talking about man's inhumanity in a man. But what you trying to do to make this a better land? Just read your paper, turn on your TV. There's a lot of folks demonstrating for equality. Folks wouldn't have to suffer. There was more love for your brother, but he's a trying time. He's a trying time.
This next video is from my tribute to Aretha Franklin. I got to do the show a couple of times in Puerto Vallarta and in San Miguel. And this was the show with Susan Varco as my musical director, Aaron Romo, Kiko Conejo from the Mavericks joined me on this show. And I hope you enjoy this clip.
Ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Romo on bass.
Oh, when Jesus
gospel albums of all time. Amazing Grace by Aretha Franklin. It was one of the albums that we had in my house when I was a kid. And on Sunday mornings, there were times when I was a little defiant and didn't want to go to church. I know that may seem like a shock to some of you. My father would play this particular album really loud to get me out of bed. He's like, get up and get your ass to church. But there's a particular kind of language that you learn in the South from blues and jazz, and it's rooted in gospel. And Aretha and I kind of shared that joy and that love of gospel. When we went on to sing opera, it's like, this is the mother of my voice right here. I studied Aretha Franklin a lot when I was a kid. I think we all did. How many times have you heard some of those great songs? I say a little prayer for you, Jane. Still gets me going. This particular album, however, there was a video that was recorded. They recorded over 2 days on film of this particular album being recorded. 1972. However, the director of the film forgot to use a thing called a clapperboard. Now, clapperboards are used to sync up audio and visual. And without them, things get a little crazy because you do several takes. So, since they didn't have a clapperboard, they kept trying to figure out, is this take 1 or take 4 or take 2 of that, or where does this go? They even brought in lip readers to try to figure out where the hell these audio clips went with these pictures. And it wasn't just until last year that they released the film in its entirety. They finally figured it out after all this time, since 1972. There was some litigation as well. Aretha Franklin was pissed off. So she was like, we're not releasing that until it's perfect. So if you get a chance, take a look at that and enjoy this album. I hope that tonight we can convey the respect that we have for this woman, and we can give you a little bit of the joy that she's brought to our lives.
This is the table I am setting for myself. I sit straight as a Buddha and await your presence, in readiness for the banquet of beautiful things to begin. I sing to you with the voice of my mothers and ancestors, and you float in its flow. I feel that same survived red shining heart pumping in my rib cage, and I know this is my legacy. The story of a red shining heart that voyaged a great distance to sit at the table with me. Your music tells me of a light that has turned down dark blankets and sprinkled the dull patterns of battlefields with technicolored dreams that now fall softly on us in this grateful banquet of beautiful things. As our eyes come to focus, we know we are awake, that this is reality. For you are here with me.
I hope that you liked that poem from the Ladies of Legend show. This next video coming up is from Puerto Vallarta Pride. It's an original piece. It's called Little Strings.
There are some things you can't explain. Intimate memories that no one will ever see. There was a sacredness in the privacy of you and me. Like how it felt to be around you when you're enjoying your day, or the way you could take a simple phrase and turn it into the perfect joke. No, 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 no. There's no explaining that to anyone, not even to me. I tried to tie all the little strings to many, many, many things, but nothing could keep you by my side. I thought that I was your everything, so how could you do everything to tear me in two? Can you explain it to me? Ooh, 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 but nothing could keep you by my side. I thought that I was your everything, so how could you do everything to tear me in two? Please explain it to me. I swallow all my pride to keep you by my side, but nothing. Can you explain it to me?
This year I was heavily involved with the Writers' Conference, the San Miguel Writers' Conference. And I was really excited to find that I was on the same bill this year as Margaret Atwood. You've probably seen The Handmaid's Tale, and that's one of her most prolific works. And I was also part of the late night lineup. We did a video on lyric fusion poetry, and it was a very exciting time for me. So these next couple of videos are from the Writers' Conference, the virtual Writers' Conference. Follow me, follow me, follow me. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, hey, come with me, follow me, hey, come with me. Follow me. Put on your good shoes, let's walk to where there are colors of cobalt blue. It reminds us of Greece in crisp white linen, tropical white, where the gods bless everything we do. But you gotta come with me. We will age wonderfully in beauty with nothing in the way of our creativity. We will smile and simply say, style is everything.
you've got to come with me. You will be my queen of queens, the one who loves lilies for their purity, the one addicted to blissfulness. This will be our como siempre, our vida entre pastores. We will offer candles and wreaths and sing songs in a parade, take our Sunday meals to go, and we will wear what we want. Wearing years old, but no one will ever really know. They'll just say, guapo, guapo, when they see us come through the door. Me in a white sombrero, holding 12 deep red roses, but you have to come with me. What if I entice you with a celestial crown and kiss and sway and clink pink tequila drinks, trailing perfumes of orange and anise? We will eat green apples and fresh mint, and the day will stay in our mouths, fresh as memories, lightweight and kind to our senses. But you've got to come with me. Leave this place. Can't you feel escape coming on? We'll call it our existence, and we will insist upon living it. Not all wonder is lost. This is not our ultimo ricorrero. It is fire, moon, and falling star. Gratitude overflowing into pools deep enough to take off our socks, where we will fall under the spell of elegance and ordinary things that make us dream and discover who we were in 10,000 photos. But you gotta come with me. Put on your good shoes, they'll take you to good places, and we can begin by walking into each other's hearts. But you got to come with me. Hey, come with me. Follow me. Hey, come with me. Are there so many songs about rainbows? And what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions. And rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. I've got you under my skin. I've got you deep in the heart of me. So deep in my heart that you're really a part of me. Say I've got you under my skin. I tried so not to give in. I said to myself, this affair never that I've got you under my skin. I would sacrifice everything, come what might, for the sake of having you near, in spite of a warning voice that comes in the night and repeats in my ear. Don't you know, little fool, you never can win. Use your mentality, wake up to reality. But each time I do, just the thought of you makes me stop before I begin. 'Cause I've got you under my skin. This is Aaron Romo. This is Israel over here on the drums. They have some pretty drums. I would sacrifice everything, come what might, for the sake of having you near, in spite of the warning voice that comes in the night and repeats 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 in my ear. Don't you know, little fool, you never can win. Use your mentality, wake up to reality. But each time I do, just the thought of you makes me stop before I give in. 'Cause I've got you under my skin. See, I got you under my skin. Oh, I've got you under my skin.
And then there was the tribute to Katie Lang. This was one of my favorite shows, and it was first conceptualized for Encanto with Tracy Parks for my first season in Puerto Vallarta. And then we brought it to the San Miguel Playhouse, and it became part of a 5-concert series that we did for the Playhouse. This is a video, So in Love, starring myself, Patricio, Federico, Aaron, and Rick.
when I'm close to you, dear. The stars fill the sky, so in love with you am I. Without you, my arms fold about you. You know, darling, I'm so in love with you. In love with the night, mysterious, the moment that you were there. In love with my joy, delirious, the thought that you could care. So taunt me and hurt me, desire me, then desert me. I'm yours till I die. So in love, so in love, so in love with you am So taunt me and hurt me, desire me, then desert me. I'm yours till I in love, so in love with you am I.
Thank you. When the pandemic first started hitting, I was really proud to be part of several different fundraising campaigns for nightlife entertainers in the United States, in San Miguel, and in Puerto Vallarta. This next video is from the Puerto Vallarta Nightlife Relief Fund, and it is What a Difference a Day Makes.
What a difference a day makes. 24 little hours brought the sun and the flowers where there used to be rain. My yesterday was blue, dear, but now I'm part of you, dear. My lonely days are through, dear, since you said you were mine. Lord, what a difference a day makes. There's a rainbow before me, clouds above can't be stormy. Since that moment of bliss, that thrilling kiss, it's so nice when you find romance on your menu. What a difference a day makes, and the difference is you.
This next video is from Lady Zen Sings Broadway with Mark Hartman. It features Mark and Claudia Hsu. And this season, I'm really excited to announce that December 20th, our first show at the Palm, will be a show with Mark Hartman and myself, a Christmas holiday show. And this is the first holiday show that we've done. We'll have 3 nights, small crowd because we are still in a pandemic. So I've left the information for the box office on this video for you, along with the telephone number, so you can call and reserve your seats. And the video immediately following is from my Christmas show with Ken Bichot.
Lost, look said to my heart as it foolishly kept jumping all around. I got lost, but look what I found.
Beautiful. Thank you, Father. So yeah, we're gonna sing a song for you. One second. Give me just a minute. I got it. Oh. You kind of smell like a goat. Put deodorant on, I smell like a goat.
Pilot to tell her. Goats are good. Remember the manger? Okay.
Oh shit. Just hear those sleigh bells ringing, ting, ting, ting-a-ling-a-ling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and bells are calling toodaloo. Come on, it's lovely.
Zen, I'm terribly sorry to step on your groove, but
Step on my groove.
yeah, I don't want to break your groove, man. But you know, we have to be a little more respectful of the lyric.
Okay.
Speaking, you know, this lyric was written by the man who wrote the lyric for Stardust. One of the great.
Willie Nelson?
Take me now, Lord. Take me now. No, it wasn't Willie Nelson. It was Mitchell Parrish. Born, by the way, Michael Hyman Peshelinski. Another nice Jewish boy who wrote this stuff. He wrote a lot of great lyrics, so we don't want to really change those lyrics. And friends are calling you who. Okay, you who.
Okay. I thought it was toodaloo this whole time, but it's written on my notes.
It's trust me, right here, you who. Okay?
Let's just do it from the beginning.
The beginning is good.
Just hear the sleigh bells ringing, ting, 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 ting-a-ling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Sorry. Giddy up, let's go. Let's ride in the show.
I know that most people think this lyric is giddy up, giddy up.
That's what you say to a horse. Giddy up,
No,
giddy up, let's go.
no. That's what they say in Pennsylvania. But in Minsk, where Michael Hyman Peshelinski hailed from, it's giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go. We want to respect Mitchell Parrish's lyric. Okay?
5, 6, 7, 8. Giddy up, giddy up, yap, yap, yap. Yap, speak of snow. We're riding in a wondrous land of snow. Giddy up, yap, yap. Strand, just holding your hand. We're gliding along with the song of a wintry wonderland. Just hear the sleigh ringing, ting, ting, ting-a-ling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Yep. I already sang that one. It's pie. It'll nearly be like a picture framed by career and knives. These are the wonderful things we remember all go through our lives. Just hear those sleigh bells ring and dang, 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 jangle into. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. For a sleigh ride together with you. Yep. Sleigh ride together with you.
I love that clip. It's such a funny script, and it was a great holiday show. There's so many wonderful memories about that show. Were you one of the people that got a poinsettia at the end of the show? We took the set apart and we gave away the poinsettias. I do have some news. If you'll sign up for my Patreon site, my Patreons this holiday season will be receiving tracks from that show. And I've left the information for you. If you would like to become a patron of Lady Zen, please sign up at patreon.com and become a patron of Lady Zen. For many of us, especially creatives, this pandemic has been a time of intense creativity and introspection. And for me, that has been the case. For me, I've found ways that I can be with you, entertain you, and create new work. My Patreons have helped a lot. Having a Patreon site means that my basic needs are covered and I don't have to stress so much about getting out into the public, which is dangerous. So during this time, I've been working on a play, and Mark Hartman and I are working on an opera. Yeah. So this next video is part of a 2-part documentary that was shot for the production of my first one-person play called What's in a Name with Theater First. So if you would like to watch the play that will open virtually in a theater in April, there's a link in the video, and I invite you to visit the website and sign up to be an audience member for my first play. Hi, my name is Lady Zen. I'm a published writer, actor, entertainer, and storyteller living in San Miguel de Allende, Mexico.
What's in a Name is a hybrid lyric fusion poem, meaning that it combines original lyric prose, poetry, and music together into a 70-minute one-person play. It is a story of a multiracial, South American-born orphan adopted by a missionary couple in Arkansas. The work is autobiographical fiction based on true events. I talk about my story and how I developed this alter ego, Lady Zen, and became an international queer performing artist. I talk about the rejection for my sexual orientation and identity. It is my hope that you experience my resilient nature, born out of emotional turmoil, radical acceptance, and individuality. I hope that I can inspire you to harness the determination that you have in yourself, to embrace your diverse experiences, to overcome obstacles through the creative process. I'm bringing you this interview with me in a very different way. Jennifer Clement is a dear friend of mine and president of PEN International, which is an organization of essayists, novelists, and poets that promotes literature and defends freedom of expression worldwide. Frederick Dannon is an American journalist and author. He's best known for his book Hitmen, Power Brokers, and Fast Money Inside the Music Business, which is listed as one of the 100 greatest music books of all time. He is the co-owner of Boleto City and my promoter here in San Miguel. And then there's Jose Angel Blanco, El Negro Huadro. He is a top internationally known music producer, percussionist, and one of the top finger drummers in Cuba. He's my new producer. These are the people that surround me and encourage me, and I love dearly and appreciate their place in my life. They are as much a part of this one-person play as I am. For without them, I wouldn't be who I am.
Well, thank you so much for joining me. Happy Thanksgiving to you. I look forward to performing for Christmas, for the holiday. And if there's anything that I can do for you, please feel free to contact me on my social media sites, Lady Zen, at Facebook. You can write to me. My Gmail account is in one of the videos. And I would love to hear from you and see how you're doing. Happy holidays and take care. Thank you.